Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy March. Here we are, ready to change seasons. I want to say first to everyone in Australia, I'm seeing a lot of pictures in my news feed. I have a lot of friends in the area of Australia that's flooding now. And I'm just thinking of everyone going through that and hoping that is resolved soon. You can fill me in the comments. We don't have much on our news about it. I just saw it on Facebook because I have a lot of astrologer friends on Facebook who live there. Also, Jane, I'm sure I'm saying his name wrong, but he does work with the numbers and math and sacred geometry. I know he is there as well because his partner is one of my friends, and I've seen like the road near his house completely washed out, flooded. People have water coming up to the doors of their houses. So we're going to send love to all of them. And of course, to that region in the midst of war right now for the people of Ukraine, the people in Poland, all of the refugees, the crisis of refugees that will be flooding in now, sending love and calm to that area. And also to the people of Russia. Remember, they did not choose this. I know all of you are kind, but I see just nasty comments about them. And I was in classes in energy healing courses with about 30. I think we had like 32 Russians there for a month. I got to know quite a few of them, and they're not responsible for their leaders' actions. So they're going to have hard times now with everything that's going to go on economically. And so, yeah, just sending love and warriors of peace. Michael is showing me to that area, thinking of all of them. Mars just today has come to his degree of exaltation, where he is the most powerful. And of course, right now, in this guy already there waiting for him at that door was Pluto, right? Mars and Pluto are the ones that we look at for war time scenarios. So, and it's important for everyone to remember the lesson of the toilet paper crisis, right? I think it was Australia that ran out of toilet paper. People started posting on social media, and then everybody was panicked all over the world, or at least for sure in the United States, that we were also going to be short on toilet paper. Remember that when the planets all, it doesn't mean like all the governments in the world are going to begin invading sovereign nations, or that everybody is running out of toilet paper. Some governments that overreach with everything, overreached with vaccine requirements. But I believe there's only one country. I believe it's only Austria. And we don't know, obviously, what goes on in China very much, or especially North Korea. I assume that, they did things with vaccine mandates that wouldn't happen in a democracy. But remember that it's not all bad news out there. When you listen to the astrologers talking about Saturn going through Aquarius and cracking down on the collective, that's not what happens every 27 years that Saturn goes through Aquarius. There are some governments that are always cracking down on the collective. And in the United States, we had very little compared to other nations. We lost very little during quarantine. We had a very short quarantine. We didn't have mandates. Now, a lot of private employers require them because they're being sued by workers who were exposed at work. So, just to cover their bases, I think a lot of them are requiring them. But no one's stealing our freedoms. And the astrology, when you hear different astrologers talk about this and that, and this is what happened the last time this was here, it doesn't mean that we're going to have the same scenario like we did during the Revolutionary War. There are a lot of things that are the same right now with our Neptune in the United States and our Pluto. But the biggest caution with those is really just when people get into, fantasizing fear and oppression and just putting it out there over and over again. That is what creates it. So it's important in this energy. Whenever the sun is with Jupiter, whatever Jupiter is with, it magnifies whatever it's with. So it's so important right now to be clear with our critical thinking. So Mars, though, at his degree of exaltation, it really is like you can get anything done. You can do it all. You can take on as much as you'd like. The caution is that the sun is with Jupiter. And so being careful not to put too much on yourself, bite off more than you can chew. That's the only caution with this energy. So I am today going to announce that you can sign up now for my Metatron course. It will take place, we'll have monthly meetings in March, starting March 29th, March, April, and May. You can pay, it's only $111 per month, which is a really good bargain. We'll do the meetings live on Zoom, and then there will be material for you to do at home with your team. Metatron and all of the archangels really were, and the council were speaking to me about the need for support right now, that people need to feel supported, need to understand that that the universe has their back. And so we're going to work a lot with your personal teams and getting to know the galactics, the soul council that's around you, and all of your personals, I call them, and the archangels as well. But we're going to be doing work with manifesting. And it's really awesome to be launching at this new moon because the Sabian symbol for Neptune, who is ruling this new moon, is a manifesting medium, holds a seance. It's like the magician within each of us, the meta you. And we'll be working with, of course, it's called Metatron, the expression of God. So you can sign up now. It's limited. And so we'll see, how many people are ready to do this course. The angels told me that they've been readying people for the call. And I wanted to make sure that we did, if you want to do monthly payments of 111 per month, then you'll be included. It's important to do all three. With the first, we'll do, we'll start at the end of March, end of April, end of May. And when we come to the solstice in June, we'll start another round of classes. That will be 3. So you could pay the $333 now, or you could pay $111 a month. And you can go on my website, astrologyforascension.com, to book that. I may do an equinox ceremony like we did a little bit for the solstice. We'll see. I'll talk about that with the full moon in March. But I'm making this video about the astrology of March because it isn't really going to change so much. Venus and Mars. So first, let's talk about this new moon because I want you guys to appreciate just the amazing opportunity, really, and prolonged. Like I think that this new moon reverberates much longer than a typical new moon because of Jupiter being right in that mix. So you can look at where it says DC on the chart and you see the moon and the sun at the same degree, and Jupiter looks like the funny number 4. He's right there. Nessus is about closing out karmic cycles. They are with, all of these are with a really close to a fixed star called Arcanar. So really pay attention to your dreams right now. We should be having a lot of dreams right now, and try to keep a notebook close to the bed so you can write it down. Because a lot of times they don't make sense, but as time goes on, we get more information, and we're able to put the story together and figure out what we're trying to tell ourselves. Mars, Pluto, and Vesta and Venus are all together there at the end of Capricorn. They're in a harmonious connection to the South Node in Scorpio. So Mars in Capricorn is a lot like the little engine that could, where it's, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Plodding along is the way that Metatron is expressing like what it is that our thinking is going to be. Because this is going to be something transformative in partnerships, revolutionizing the way that we eat, our own relationship with the physical body, with our own physical body. Saturn is, of course, ruling those planets in Capricorn. He is in his traditional domicile of Aquarius with Mercury, and they are together in the sixth house of this chart. That is really about methodical steps moving forward, motion, something different, something new, something that brings you into the future, Aquarius, that you want. But it needs to be a step that we make every single day. So that will a lot of times involve the physical body, how we take care of our own physical body. Chiron is in between the new moon energy, the new moon, and the sun and Jupiter and Uranus, okay, is in Taurus in the physical body. Uranus, something of a change, there he's the change agent. So we need to better to, choose to change than to have it foisted on us because Chiron at the midpoint is in the eighth house of self-worth, and he is where he belongs in the sign of Aries. And so it's about, what do you believe you can accomplish? Do you believe that you're worthy of it? Do you believe you have the cojones to manifest what it is that you would like to bring? What is your intention for this new moon? We're going to continue to have waves of different things coming through the planet. I believe personally that Putin is shifting our focus away from maybe what he's doing in the Arctic right now. That's just I really believe that. I know some of you have been given the same guidance. So let's keep that in mind, that we're all looking there right now in the moment. Let's hope somebody is checking on other things that he may be involved in. We don't want to put like hatred on him. He is just fulfilling his role. People get angry, like when I would say that about Donald Trump, but that's just, the archangels don't give opinions about these leaders. Everyone's equal to them. There's no judgment, and everyone is just an actor on a stage fulfilling a role. So, let's make sure that we're sending love and support to those who need it. But when we send like projectiles of hate, it stays in our own vibration. Even when we just swear, like, I don't know, at the remote. You know what I mean? We don't want to be putting any of that icky stuff out there. Because whatever we're focused on right now in this energy is going to happen. Where our focus is, our focused intention goes, that is where the energy is going to flow. And when you have all of this going on in Pisces, it is sort of like you're only able to see like the next few steps ahead of you. You may not know really the ramifications and how this will play out over the next 2.5, 3 years. That's a moon cycle. So it's filled with so much promise and opportunity, really, making sure that what we're saying to ourselves, because Ceres and Black Moon Lilith are both in Gemini. So we want to make sure that we keep the conversation, he's saying, lighthearted, encouraging ourselves, speaking to our inner child, reminding them that they're loved. So I am really looking forward to teaching Metatron the expression of God. I met him as the Holy Spirit. We can't, there can't be too many rainbow bridges. He's the one and only. And I've known that my whole life, that I've worked with the Holy Spirit, and I want others to be able to express their own gifts. We all have the same gifts. No one is more special than another. And I think that my fun is showing other people how to bring out their own inner magician. And so that's what we're going to do. The angels are excited for it too. They want me to say. And so this new moon took place at 5:34 in London. It's 4:34 a.m. in Sydney on the 3rd. and 1234 in New York. So that's a 7. We know sevens can be a bit raucous. Mars and Venus will move into Aquarius on the 6th. Not like I'm saying, not going to be like a huge shift when that happens because they're still answering to Saturn. They were answering to him in Capricorn, and now when they move into Aquarius, it really is going to be for a few days there. We're going to have Mercury, Mars, and Venus and Saturn all in Aquarius. So it's really going to be, kind of taking a step back and looking, taking the perspective of the hawk, looking at all of the things in the mundane that are going on around us with, hope, Metatron is saying, and appreciation for the lessons of whatever karmic cycle you individually and myself, we've all wrapped up a karmic cycle. And also just humanity, right? As we start coming out of our hibernation time, so to speak. Mercury will then move into Pisces on the 9th of March. Mercury in Pisces. So right now he's an Aquarius, so he's very forward thinking. He can get a little wonky in Pisces, but it can also help us with psychic abilities. And he's going to move pretty quickly through Pisces. But like I said, dreams enhanced at that point. And then Vesta, our commitment, some sort of commitment that we make, enters Aquarius at the first quarter moon. So that first quarter moon on the 10th of March, good idea to do something to take a step forward. Mars, of course, in his exaltation wants action. So today to the 10th, really always a good time to do the right thing. But that would be good too on the 10th. That's auspicious to make a move that day to show some kind of new commitment. And then the full moon that comes on the 18th for all of us born in the late 60s, that's going to affect our Pluto. So, and 70. Yeah, I'd have to look for sure, but I'm going to say early 70s. Yeah, so maybe through 72 or so. I should have looked before this, but yeah, it's going to be so just know, when the sun is in Pisces and the moon is on our Pluto, that can really bring up old stuff to the surface. So that happens on March 18th, and then on the 20th we have the equinox. The sun enters Aries. That happens at 33 past the hour. So Eastern time, it's 11:33 a.m. So that would be 5:33. Wait, 11:30. So that would be 5:33. Sorry, 4:33 p.m. in London, and I don't know Sydney, you guys. But we may do a ceremony for that, just like a meeting if you guys are interested in joining for that. On the 27th, then Mars so he only goes in on the 9th to Pisces, Mercury. He leaves Pisces on the 27th and moves into Aries. So then, step back from the people who know it all. There's going to be quite a few of them. Be careful driving when that happens as well, because Mars will be in Aquarius. So you want to be really careful with driving. People might be rushing around and not paying close attention. And then the 28th of March, Neptune is going to sextile the North Node that is in Taurus. That's a really harmonious, nice energy. So, yeah. All right, guys. So, yeah, it's a big month, but it's really not going to feel like a lot of shifts and changes. This is such an intense energy right now. And, they are changing signs, but Mars and Venus are together pretty much through the end of March. And so a lot of opportunities really for partnerships as well. And it could be wrapping up a partnership, but it could also be a budding new relationship. So anyway, I look forward to our new course together and connecting with our teams. Like I said, we're going to work with the galactics. We're going to work with the archangels. We're going to work with your personal teams. And we're going to work with the spirit animal kingdom. They showed me all of this in a vision in 2017, and I didn't know what it meant. And so they reminded me of it yesterday. But yeah, so nice connecting with all of you. Thank you for your patience when you know that I have so much on my plate. I'm doing everything, balancing everything best as I can. And we just have a lot of doctor's appointments and stuff going on these last couple weeks. So had to do the video today. But sending you guys so much love. You're always in my thoughts and my prayers. And I appreciate each of you so much. So everybody take care. Enjoy this new moon. Wish upon a star. This is a fabulous week to set new intentions for what you would like to conjure, what you would like to use your magic to conjure in the material world. All right, everybody, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye bye.